is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center. After 9 seasons as a Raider, Derek Carr is the guy.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Carr now on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there. And
that is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Mechie has it on the slant. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one-up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
3rd and 9 here. Throwing now is Carr. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. To throw his Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Carr now to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Kamara off the draw, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here at 8. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And they'll go right back to Pierce, taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're going to speed things up here. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A give, Singletary right side. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Now Carr. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Kamara up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Down to the 25. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Into the red zone. It's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave from 17 yards out. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. This will be complete to Mechie. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Quick slant here to Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Stroud working out of the gun. Forced out to his left.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts. That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Stroud to throw it. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Touchdown! John Mechie from 8 yards out. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Pass complete, Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Here's 1st down. Carr to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw his Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Carr to throw. gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now Carr, gotta have this one. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are gonna win the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.